In the early morning light of the 17th century, before the streets awaken and the canals begin to stir, Amsterdam stands quietly at the edge of a transformation the world has never seen before. This is not yet the city of tourists and bicycles. This is a city being invented, brick by brick, ship by ship, ledger by ledger. In the 1600s, Amsterdam was not merely growing, it was becoming the beating heart of a global system. To understand the Dutch Golden Age, we must step into this city as it was then, when the smell of salt and tar filled the air, when fortunes were written in ink and risk, and when a small republic dared to challenge empires far larger than itself. Amsterdam's very existence is an act of defiance against nature. Built on marshland, its foundations rest on thousands of wooden piles driven deep into wet earth. Water surrounds it, threatens it, yet ultimately serves it. Canals are not decoration here. They are infrastructure, highways, defenses, and lifelines. By the early 1600s, the city has already begun its great expansion. The famous canal belt, the Herengracht, Keizersgracht, and Prinsengracht, is carefully planned, engineered, and executed with a precision that reflects the Dutch mindset itself. Practical, disciplined, forward-thinking. This is urban planning as ambition. Every canal house rising along these waterways is more than a home. It is a statement. Narrow facades hide deep interiors where commerce and family life coexist. Warehouses sit beside parlors. Offices share walls with kitchens. Business is not separate from daily life. It is life. Unlike most of Europe, the Dutch Republic is not ruled by a monarch. There is no king in Amsterdam. Power here flows through councils, merchant elites, and provincial states. Authority is negotiated, debated, and documented. This absence of absolute rule creates something rare for its time: flexibility. Merchants have influence, bankers have voices, ship owners sit alongside politicians. Decisions are made not solely for glory or lineage, but for profit, stability, and survival. The Dutch Republic is young, born from rebellion against Spanish rule. Independence has been hard-won, and it has shaped a national character that values pragmatism over pageantry. Amsterdam becomes the Republic's engine, not its capital in name, but its capital in fact. Stand at Amsterdam's harbor in the mid-1600s, and you stand at the crossroads of the globe. Ships arrive daily from the Baltic, the Mediterranean, Africa, the Americas, and Asia. Their hulls are heavy with grain, timber, spices, sugar, silk, porcelain, and silver. This is where the world unloads its wealth. The Dutch East India Company, the VOC, operates from here. It is not just a trading company. It is a corporate empire, armed with its own ships, soldiers, and authority to negotiate, wage war, and govern overseas territories. For the first time in history, shares of such a company are bought and sold by ordinary citizens. Amsterdam becomes home to the world's first true stock exchange. Inside its halls, men argue, speculate, calculate, and dream. Prices rise and fall. Fortunes are made not only on the sea, but on paper. Risk becomes a science. Yet the Golden Age is not lived only by the wealthy. Walk away from the grand canals and into the narrower streets, and another Amsterdam appears. Artisans hammer metal. Brewers tend their vats. Bakers rise before dawn. Dockworkers unload cargo with aching backs and salt-stained clothes. Servants hurry through doorways carrying water, food, or messages. The city hums with labor. Women play a vital role in this economy. They manage shops, keep accounts, brew beer, run boarding houses, and maintain households that double as businesses. Widows inherit trades. Daughters learn skills alongside sons. Literacy rates are high. Accounting books are common. Contracts are signed carefully. This is a society that trusts records more than promises. Amsterdam gains a reputation for tolerance unmatched in Europe. Religious refugees arrive from Spain, Portugal, France, and the southern Netherlands. Jews, Protestants of various sects, and dissenters find a place here, so long as they do not disrupt public order. This tolerance is not purely ideological, it is practical. Refugees bring skills, networks, and capital. They contribute to the economy, the arts, and the intellectual life of the city. Yet tolerance has boundaries. Public worship outside the official church is restricted. Poverty still exists. Colonial wealth flows unevenly. Freedom is real, but not universal. Amsterdam's openness is strategic, not naive. In this city, art becomes something new. No longer dependent solely on church or crown, artists sell directly to the market. Paintings are commissioned for homes, offices, and guild halls. Middle-class families hang art not as status symbols alone, but as reflections of their values. Scenes of domestic life, landscapes, still lifes, and city views dominate the walls. Artists like Rembrandt, Vermeer, and Hals capture a society looking at itself, its prosperity, its discipline, its quiet pride. Even art obeys the rules of commerce here. Success depends on demand. Reputation is earned, not granted. Creativity flourishes under competition. The Dutch Golden Age is also an age of measurement. Mapmakers chart coastlines with astonishing accuracy. Globes fill studies and ship cabins. Atlases produced in Amsterdam are sold across Europe. Knowledge is a commodity. Scientists and thinkers exchange ideas in coffeehouses and private homes. Lenses improve. Microscopes reveal hidden worlds. Navigation becomes more precise, pushing exploration even farther. The Dutch do not seek knowledge for wonder alone. They seek it for use. Understanding the world means controlling trade within it. Despite its power, Amsterdam's golden age is not invincible. Trade depends on peace. Shipping lanes depend on weather. Markets depend on trust. Speculation sometimes outruns reality. Prices crash. Ships are lost. Wars interrupt commerce. Inequality grows alongside prosperity. The very systems that make Amsterdam rich also make it vulnerable. And yet, the city adapts. It insures cargo, diversifies trade, reinvents financial tools, plans for loss as carefully as for gain. This resilience is perhaps its greatest strength. By the late 1600s, Amsterdam stands as one of the most influential cities on Earth. Its ideas about finance, governance, urban planning, and tolerance spread far beyond its canals. London learns from it. Paris studies it. Empires take note. The Dutch Golden Age does not last forever. Other powers rise. Trade routes shift. Political realities change. But the legacy remains. Modern capitalism, global finance, corporate enterprise, urban design. These are not accidents of history. They are shaped here, in this city, during this century. To reconstruct Amsterdam in the 1600s is not simply to admire its success. It is to understand how ambition, discipline, risk, and adaptation combined to create something unprecedented. A city without a king, an economy without precedent, a society built on water, trade, and trust. This was Amsterdam at its peak, when a small republic dared to think globally, act pragmatically, and build a future that still echoes today. And in the quiet reflection of its canals, the Golden Age still speaks.